Hi, welcome. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our Heavenly Parents, Mother, Father, Source of Creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I would like to do a quick Angel Guide Oracle reading for the Geminis. This will be an Angel Guide Oracle reading that helps to focus on your strength, heart, and guidance at this time. I would like to call on the Holy Spirit and my spirit team to please come to my side to help me deliver divine messages that is of the highest white light. Remember, these messages are general, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. All right. So let's just jump right into your Angel Guide Oracle reading, Gemini, and see what your strength is at this time and what's in your favor in the current situation. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. This is for Geminis. What is Gemini's strength at this time? And what's in their favor in the current situation? This is for Geminis. Gemini strength at this time. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. This is for Gemini. What is Gemini's strength at this time? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit Team. Gemini strength. You can't see it, but holy smokes. Angelic frequency, okay? Angelic frequency. I feel like it's all about knowing that, just take moments at a time, okay? Take each moment at a time when it comes to building your dreams, okay? I feel like you have to speak your mind with confidence. I feel like you're so brilliant, Gemini, and the more you stand your ground, you can truly expect powerful changes. It's all about seeing that whatever you are doing today is contributing to the bigger picture when it comes to what you are trying to build. And I feel like that's what you have to stay focused on, is knowing that you are truly fully supported as you continue to walk in your life's purpose. I feel like envision what you are manifesting or what you are creating, and understand that it's all about making sure that you are unlearning fear-based behaviors. You are unlearning the things that may have limitations on who you are and where you are trying to go or what you are trying to create, okay? I feel like you have to also pay attention to the low vibrating energies that may be attracted to you or that may be surrounded by you. I feel like you have to stay in your strength. You have to be who you are. I'm not saying to leave anyone, but you have to lead them, okay? And if they can't get with it, or they can't grasp what is being taught, then that's okay. But at the same time, don't allow for your energy to be pulled downward when you are truly on your way up, okay? It's all about pushing through. It's all about enjoying life's little moments, okay? Leisures is what I was trying to say. Enjoying life's little leisures, okay? But enjoying life's little moments, truly, so that you can continue to build, knowing that, every day something is different. And I say try to learn something new every day. I know that's a lot for people, but truly try to do something different than what you did yesterday, so that you can contribute, or so that you can actually use it. What is that, instead of trying to build a brick wall, lay a brick every day, and eventually you will have a brick wall. That's kind of what you have to do when it comes to your manifestations, when it comes to building anew, when it comes to building your dream life. Okay, I feel like it has to be balanced in your mind for sure. Continue to be professional with your interactions with individuals, you know. I see what the blessings that Gemini carry in their heart. Okay. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Okay. I feel like, yeah, it's time to, that's what I'm gathering with this. I was thinking it, but I didn't say it out loud. But it's something about, everyone is replaceable. I really don't like to say it like that, but everyone truly is replaceable. When it comes to people that don't respect your boundaries, when it comes to people that can't respect who you are and what you are doing, they can be replaced. It doesn't matter if it's a mother, a father, a sister, a brother, a child. If they cannot respect the boundaries and who you are, they can be replaced. And it's all about understanding that jealousy is a powerful thing. Jealousy will have people doing and saying things that actually brings you down, because you are now trying to figure out what you are doing wrong when you aren't doing anything wrong per se. It's about these past wounds and people not wanting to grow and evolve as an individual, and see that holding on to past wounds and past mistakes is things that holds you back from seeing the full picture of your life, not even of anyone else's, but yours. I feel like you have to love them and love yourself, but it is, in order for you to go through a radical transformation, you have to let people go that only brings you down, that only is, always focused on the negativity, that is always only focused on trying to be right, on trying to control, on trying to be, the head macho. Teamwork makes the dream work. It doesn't matter who you are in this relationship. Are we a team? Do we have shared visions and values? Can I really rely on you? Because I'm not always, the one that can lead. I'm not always the one that can teach. So can you step in on my behalf without it being chaotic or confusing? I feel like you, though, Gemini, need to continue to enjoy your growth. I feel like you're very successful, though. And I feel like that's what brings the jealousy out of other people. Like how successful you have always been and truly is presently. Like, I feel like it's like it just rubs people the wrong way. And I don't know why. And you probably don't know why either. But it shouldn't be up to you to try to figure out what other people's issues are, when you are doing what's best for you, and you encourage, or you should encourage, others to do what's best for them. You stand your ground. Don't allow for anyone to attack you as if you aren't doing what you are supposed to be doing. as if you aren't who you say you are. If it's not for them, no matter what your purpose is, no matter what your outlet is, no matter what it is, then they can ignore it. They can love you from a distance. They can appreciate that you are who you are, confidently moving forward in your own life. Feel like you don't need to worry about protection either. I feel like your angels surround you constantly. Like it probably becomes a little bit much at times how much you can't, no, I won't say it like that, but you're very much protected. So don't worry about things like taking time for yourself. I'm not saying to try to ditch your angels or ditch anything, but just know that you can be alone. You can do things without it being like something will happen. You can travel and know that they everyone respects each other's boundaries, and that's what it all boils down to be. Sometimes you're needed, sometimes you're not, and just like that, sometimes they're needed and sometimes they're not, but they're always there, and that's something that should bring you comfort. I feel like you're probably really ready to do something a little bit more challenging, because I feel like you have already like mastered something, and that's perfectly fine. What's the guidance for Gemini? Third eye activation. I feel like one moment at a time, Gemini. Even if you do want to do something a little bit more challenging, I feel like it's all about grace. It's all about making sure that you are prepared, mentally, emotionally, physically prepared, that if you take on something new and challenging, that you are able to see that mistakes are the best way to learn, that you won't going into a downward spiral because something isn't what you thought it would be. If you are truly ready to take on something new and challenging, then go for it, but just know that it probably is going to be new and challenging. So I encourage you to do it, though. I really do. I feel like that's like the next phase, probably, honestly. So I say continue to be patient with yourself and others, and go for your dreams. Continue to move in a direction of where you are fulfilling your dreams, your life's purpose. You are doing things that is helpful to the whole. You are truly unlocking more about who you are and what you can contribute. And I said that the other day too to someone. Like, when you are like someone that knows more information, or you are someone that is truly like a cure for something, then that is when you are really pretty much targeted. They will take you out because of the things that and the things that you can fix. When this is a money driven society, so if they can make money off of what you are doing and saying, then that's what they will do. And I feel like that's a fear-based learning way of looking at things. So you have to unlearn that. If it's something where you have to be more vocal and, truly express yourself confidently and, really teach from a place of you might be exposing things that they wouldn't want you to, you still have to do it. And I feel like you need to rely on your angels at this time so that you know that you are protected. I feel like trial and error, I really do. And I'm just going to say that from experiences, see if you do this, what will happen. And the more you build a true relationship with your angels and your guides and those that surround you, you will see how protected you are, and you don't have to worry about things. At the end of the day, nothing is forever, and you won't do things and expect nothing to happen. It is what it is. At the end of the day, that's life. But do not hold yourself back, or do not let past things hold you back from being who you are, because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be. If you have the knowledge, if you have these skills, you're supposed to do it. So surround yourself with people that you can truly trust, so that you feel like, you aren't as vulnerable as it may appear to be. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? What's this angelic frequency here? I don't know. I don't know. And maybe your mother, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? I feel like maybe your mother is probably someone that is they put off the energy of jealousy, when it comes to you in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like that's okay, but you need to distance yourself from them if that is something, okay? If that is something that you constantly is feeling, and you are constantly feeling like it's happening within that relationship, you need to distance yourself from them. That's just to protect yourself. At the end of the day, it's all about self-love. It's all about healing past wounds. You don't need to, once you are doing the healing work, you don't need to continue to be like jabbed at and stabbed and getting wounds ripped back open because they don't want to do the healing work for themselves, whatever may be going on within their own personal life. So then it comes out in the relationship that you two have. It's like, it is what it is. But I say, because that's what I'm kind of like feeling a little bit, like if it is a motherly figure, you have to separate from that, even if it's for just a little while or something. It becomes too much, and it definitely does hold you back. And I feel like it's a lot of pride in that relationship for some reason. It's like, you have to know that you are far greater than their past mistakes and their wants and dreams for you. Let's see what this angelic frequency is. about happiness, success, and happiness. Okay, we had a lot to come out. Okay. We got 4 that clarify angelic frequency. The 2 of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, I feel like you really do have to have courage with how you are moving next, or what you are doing. And I feel like the more you stand your ground and the more you truly allow for yourself to see that, you know, it's all about being in your independence, okay? It's all about truly spending time alone so that you can see that you are truly on the right path, so that you can see that you don't have to be defensive towards anything, but, you know, just, you know, if you need help with something, seek out the help that you need. I feel like you have so much courage. And I feel like this is not a time to allow disloyalties to stay around, you know, to benefit from you in some type of way. Like if someone is disloyal and they have shown that and they have proven that in numerous of ways, then it's time to make the call on that, you know, because at the end of the day, it's all about moving forward. It's all about truly approaching things differently as well, especially when it comes to your life's purpose, especially when it comes to you revealing things, or you really teaching and guiding from a different way that probably has ever been done. It's what's new and exciting that needs to be your focus. We have given enough time to the things of the past. If it was what it was, if it was supposed to be as successful or truly successful, then it will be where we are presently. And since it's not, we will approach things differently. I feel like there's good news on the horizon when it comes to some type of new advancement as well. So don't have anxiety about money in any way, okay? I feel like don't go trying to get involved with someone just because you think that it's going to bring you some type of new financial beginning. I don't think that that's going to be I feel like that's deception in itself. It's about focusing on your accomplishments and what you have already given, and, you know, building more off of your success. You have to have faith. So, sorry, my phone shut off, but I was saying to keep the faith, okay? And just know that everything will continue to work out as it's supposed to, Gemini. Yeah, let's clarify what's this 2 of Swords with the Knight of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Fool card. I feel like it's all about being your brilliant self at this time, Gemini, okay? I feel like don't make any foolish decisions, especially when it comes to law, you know, when it comes to doing things integrity based, okay? When it comes to making sure that you are you know, following the rules, you know, being practical, you know, truly. It's like, you know, you don't have to go against the grain in order to get your complete happiness, okay? I'm not saying to buckle or, you know, allow for yourself to be mistreated or, you know, whatever. I'm just saying, with great power comes great responsibility. And when you have people that is watching and looking at you and trying to follow your example, you need to be the one to lead them in a way of which is going to be successful from here on out, not just for the moment. Continue to focus on your crown chakra as well. Let's see what this Chamber of the Violet Flame is. Chamber of the Violet Flame. The Queen of Pentacles, okay? Yeah, I was saying it's probably time to release some type of energy, you know, that is very much, you know, they're needy in some type of way, okay? Whatever, you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Or they have this fear-based attitude or a fear-based approach to things that isn't assisting in the right way any longer. I feel like there's some type of mistrust within the relationship, or there's some type of disloyalty within the relationship, and that needs to be addressed now. It's like this accusing someone of being dark and unloving or uncaring when that isn't what it is. And it probably does have something to do with this whole casting era. You know, it has a lot to do with that casting era, and people, without saying it, they see what it is. You know, they understand what it is, but nobody is really saying anything. But, you know, internally, that's what it is. So then, you know, people react and people move and do certain things because of this casting era. It's like, it's very unfortunate, but it's very true too. So you take what resonates and leave what doesn't. With the Two of Cups, yeah, it's all about equality, equal give and take. And if that isn't something within your relationship, no matter what type of relationship it is, it needs to be released from your energy. I feel like be intelligent, be, you know, graceful with how you make your decisions, but it's all about building. What's this third eye activation here? Third eye activation. The Knight of Swords. Yeah. I feel like you need to clear see on something, okay? It's like someone, and I feel like, you know, someone is very humbled at this time. You know, they are very humbled at this time because at the end of the day, they have gotten a second chance when they based their life off of the extravagant lifestyle. And now I don't know, you know, what it is that has changed so drastically with their approach to things, but it has. And maybe it's for the good and maybe it's not. But I'm telling you right now, if it's not for the good, then it's going to cause a lot more problems in the end for everyone involved in the situation, not just them. Because not only did someone completely disrespect someone without the person even knowing of them, but then the person that is trying to protect the person that disrespected someone that didn't know anything about them is yet within the middle of something that wasn't even something that should have been to begin with. So it's either we are doing things because it's for our betterment, or we are doing things for attention. So I would say to not be impatient, but to continue to be patient. Don't resist change. Don't ruin or try to be, this damper on someone's success and happiness, or don't allow for someone to be that towards you. Why the Eight of Swords, or the Knight of Swords, excuse me, with the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, it is giving. It's really giving that, someone is trying to be more flexible. Someone is trying to be more appealing in some type of way for some type of financial gain. And like I said, maybe it's new and it's challenging, and you just have to be ready for if it's a mistake that is being made in some type of way. And that's just what it is, okay? That's all I have for you, Gemini. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? I am sending you peace, love, and light, and until next time.